So now that we've built a logistic regression model, let's see how we can uh, deploy it into a simple web application. Okay, simple web application. So the first thing we're going to do is to export our model using Pico. Okay, export the model using Pico. So get the link where you want to export the data to as a file, then you dump it in Pico. So you're dumping the logistic regression model, the pipeline, and the file itself. So you can write any custom directory on your own. Okay, so once it is done, then you create another Python file, a Python file. Okay, so this Python file has already been created. Okay, so you import necessary directories, necessary library that you need to actually carry out the full deployment into a web application. Okay, so you open the directory in the new file and load it in as a model. Okay, so as a model. So what we need now is to build an HTML file, that will capture the data we need, the capture data we need to build the machine learning model. Okay, so this is just a simple HTML file that has already been created. Okay, that will be like an input form to capture the data we have. Okay, to capture the data we have. So we'll create this HTML file to capture the age, the sex, chest pain, resting BP, cholesterol, fasting BS, and like just so that we'll be able to input our data, which will be loaded into the model that will now give us an output. So here we're going to have an output that will tell us the heart condition or the result of the heart check that has been carried out using logistic regression. Okay, so that's what we're going to. So when you create this HTML file, make sure it is saved. In a directory, the same directory where you've exported your logistic model, and also when you're also creating a Flask app which will load the logistic model, so make sure they are all in the same directory, and also make sure that it is also in a folder called templates. So this will make it easy for the app to easily detect and load it in to the model. Okay, so these are some of the things that we need. So once you've done this, then you create you open the root. The root is this, that's HTML. Okay, HTML index.html file. So now we want to read, we should be able to read from the HTML file. Okay, from the HTML file. That's why we need this line of code to read from the HTML file. Okay, so this are, since we're reading the age, we're reading these parameters which will be imputed in our data. Let's say, for example, we're running this now. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm trying to make it easy. Hold on. So this is what the form is going to look like. We're going to be able to input the age, the drop down options for sex, the drop down option for chest pain, resting BP and the like. So this is what the form is going to look like. So after everything, then you predict by clicking the predict value, and it's going to give us an output here. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, so let's return back to the code. We should be able to read this data, okay, from our web application. So using this line of code, okay, then we'll create a function predict. Okay, so because we already have this in our pipeline, so it will be easy for you to read it from there. Okay, so get this information from our web application, then we input it into a data frame. Then we now use this function model.predict. So our model already has predict in it from our machine learning model, okay, which has been exported. Okay, so because of this, we will use the function predict. So what we are predicting the first row 0, and to get our prediction. Okay, so it was cast into an integer. So now if our predict is equal to 1, so the data shows it is likely to have a disease. Okay, but if it is not, then it's not likely to have a disease, then this is rendered, transferred back into our web application. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to run this Flax app. We're going to run this, go to run it on the terminal. Okay, right on the terminal. So it's running. Okay, the run is complete. So when you look at it here, this is an IP address, the IP address which we're going to use to access this HTML file. Okay, IP address. So click on it. So when you click on it, I have to adjust my, okay, I have to adjust this again. So it's opened. Okay, I have to adjust my, so just hold on. Okay, let's say you input age 45. Okay, is a male. Does the person have angina? So you input the values. Resting BP of 130. Okay, cholesterol, let's say cholesterol of 134. Fasting BS, is ECG normal? Okay, let's say it's normal. Maximum heart rate, let's say it's 150. Okay, angina no. OPEC is between this and this, so let's give it value of 1. Flat. Okay, let's see the results. Oh, the person is likely to have a disease. Okay, based on the data we have. Okay, data we have. So so this is just, so when we click predict, it goes back into, our model. The values goes into the model. It is read from this. It is read from the web application. It is converted into a data frame, and data frame is now imputed into a prediction model. Okay, and the result is what we have. Okay, so thank you very much. If you find this video interesting, please like the video and also subscribe to support me, and also you can also share it to others also. Thank you.